Okay, my friends, I want to go over some basic options from the knee shield and also just review, make sure we're all on the same page on how to control and maintain the knee shield position, okay? So first one, I'm going to be here with my shield guard. Okay, and just quickly make sure we're doing our job with all four limbs, all right? Top knee is to brace against my partner's shoulder or chest, make sure I don't give him an easy time letting him connect to my upper body and flatten me out, okay? Top hand is assisting with the same job. Let's actually kind of rotate a few degrees this way. There we go. Okay, so top knee and top hand are working to keep his upper body off of my upper body, okay? Not letting him smash. I want to make sure my top knee, I'm finding the right spot. I don't want to be so low that he can easily put my knees together. Okay. I also don't want to be straight up where he easily finds that inside angle and connects to my hips. Okay, so I can use my elbow and forearm on the inside to help manage that fight there, help keep my shield at the proper angle. Also, I'll show a different angle in a second, but my foot, this foot is never floating off of his body. It's always connected. It could be on his kind of on the back of his rib cage, on the small of his back, on his hip. Sometimes I'll even be stepping on the thigh, but it's always going to be touching my partner's body and connected there. Okay, it's going to make this motion much stronger when I'm able to push my foot against my partner. Okay, so most people understand this pretty easily. The top shields. This arm, bottom arm, my main job is to make sure he doesn't grab my neck, cross face or the lapel, either one. Okay, so what I can do with this arm, of course, is block. Or it's also okay to just extend back a little bit and hide my neck and my lapel from my partner. I'm never gonna go so much that I lose contact with this hand though, okay? This hand is always gonna stay touching my partner's shoulder. Now, where I think most mistakes are made, if there's anything that you're missing, it's probably gonna be on this bottom leg. There's two big mistakes I see with this bottom leg. Number one is this knee being committed too deep under your partner, okay, where he's able to start to pinch your knee with his legs and get around this bottom knee, okay? So remember, this bottom knee is also a shield. If he tries to come around that knee, it shouldn't be easy. One little trick you can do here with this knee is you can even point it all the way up to the hip, right here, and that's a super strong shield on my partner's hip. So it can go from down low on the mat, blocking his knee, okay, if he tries to bring his knee in, okay, or I can go up to the hip. And this will be really useful for one of the sweeps we're gonna go over later, okay? Now, let's rotate our angle here all the way around this way, right here, so we can see these feet on the backside. So again, this foot here is never out floating. It's always cupped to my partner's body. It could be up on the rib cage, small of the back, stepping on the thigh. Now, the last mistake is it's similar idea with this bottom foot, okay? It's never floating out. I want the tops of my toenails here like a grappling hook on my partner's leg, and I bite my toes down to the ground, okay? Now, that's gonna be connected to the last one we talked about. If my knee is committed too deep under my partner, this foot naturally floats out and is not doing a good job controlling my partner's leg. So I want to pull and dig my toes down to the mat to kind of make a staple and hold my partner's leg down, okay? So these are the basic controls we're going to be looking for from our shield guard. All right, so first attack we're going to talk about here is just a simple back take threat. You're not going to finish the back take on anyone who knows what they're doing, but you're going to shoot the underhook, threaten the back, and it's going to lead to some sweeps. Okay, so here I have all my controls in place. When I'm ready to go for this, when I'm ready to shoot for my underhook, I definitely, if I can, I want to be touching this arm, guarding my head when I go for this. Okay, now my goal is going to be to thread this top arm through as an underhook under my partner's arm. What I like to do when I'm getting ready to do this is I'm going to give a little kick with my top leg so that I drive my partner's head off the center. Okay, so I get him leaning away from me. Now, when I do this kick, it looks like I'm trying to kick my partner to the side like a scissor sweep, okay? The motion that I'm doing with my leg though, that's gonna make this feel powerful is it's more like I'm trying to straighten my leg this way, past my partner. Okay, so I'm just kicking my leg straight and I'm pushing with the midpoint of my shin. Okay, when I go to create a strong push, down here at my foot or my ankle, it's too long of a lever. He's gonna be able to smash it and keep it to my body, okay? At my knee, I'm not gonna get any push. I'm gonna be right in the middle, mid-shin. Okay, so I dig my mid-shin into my partner's rib cage, and that's gonna move him just a little off the center, okay? All you need is a little. So even if my partner's keeping his weight on me here, okay, that's all I'm looking for, just a little bit. Now when I go to get on top, I'm gonna do like a windshield wiper with my arm here, and my top leg is gonna swing back like into a tiger routine kind of motion, swinging back to help me sit up more quickly, okay? So I give my little push, and I come up, and you see I'm still in contact with this arm so that I don't get cross-faced here. As soon as I'm up, I'm gonna start to move around towards the back of my partner. Of course, he's gonna know he's in danger of the back take here. He's probably going to, yes, overhook my arm so I can't go to his back. So from here, once I get to this position, I'm thinking about the sweeps, okay? You notice when I first came up again, I was blocking the arm. When I make my adjustment and get out from in front of him, I don't need to worry about that arm so much. I can just be posted here, okay? Now, the first sweep that I want you to think about, I'm gonna take my inside foot and start to push my partner's foot to the outside. I'll show the reverse angle in a second, okay? As I pull his foot out, I drive into my partner. You see again, I move my partner and make him put his weight away from me. This is gonna make it very easy. When I get up to my knees, this leg slips right out from under my partner's leg. Let's do that again, okay? Don't get here and try to take your leg out. It's too awkward, okay? I drive in, and when I come up, all his weight is on this knee. So it's very easy for my knee to come underneath his leg, okay? From here, all I'm looking to do is basically trap my partner's leg and tackle him over, okay? So basic, easiest version would look like this. I trap the leg. If I get him here and I need a little extra power, I can step up, drive my partner over, okay? And I take an extra step forward and keep my hips on my partner's hips, okay? Again, okay, let's angle a small bit this way, perfect. Okay. From here, protecting my head, protecting my distance here, I give just a little move of the head by straightening my leg. I windshield wipe down. As my arm replaces my leg comes back, okay? And I start to hug my partner's hips. Right away here, I don't want to stay in front of him, okay? If he starts to get the overhook on me early and starts to drive his weight on me here, he might have a chance of flattening me back out. So as soon as I'm up here, my next move is to adjust to the outside, okay? Now, my feet pass off. So right now my left foot is taking control of my partner's leg. I'll show the back in a second. Don't try to get up here where he's heavy on his leg. I drive in and my leg comes out easily. Okay, now from here, the basic concept is very simple. Grab hold of this leg and tip him over. Something you have to be aware of is when I get up here and I'm holding my partner's hips, I want to be trying to touch our hips together. Okay, this is because if I allow some separation, especially if he's able to get this leg out, yeah, and there's some separation here, athletic or explosive guys can actually start to like almost cartwheel over your back and go exactly, and start to reverse the position, okay? So when I'm up here, I want to be connecting our hips. I'm going to be squeezing our hips together. I'm going to reach across, grab the knee, drive in, and I can step up for extra power and get my sweep here, hip to hip, okay? Now, let's see some details on the feet here. So here, I get my little kick, okay? Little kick, up. Notice that leg again It pushes. As my arm replaces it, it comes back, helping me sit up and connect my ear to my partner's chest. I start to hold onto the hips. I'm gonna angle to a safer angle. And now I want this foot to take control of my partner's foot. So sometimes if I start to hook right away, it's his hips, his butt are blocking that foot. I can't get it. That's okay. All I need to do, pull my partner forward a little bit and I can start to pass this foot off, okay? Now, from here, my left foot, I'm gonna keep pulling it back. And it's gonna turn my partner's hips a little bit. It makes it really hard for him to put his weight into me at this point. I drive in, and now my right leg can easily come out from underneath. Okay? I start to grab the knee. One little thing that can happen here is, if he's trying to point his knee away from me so it's harder to grab, look, it's easy to grab this foot. Okay? So I can grab the foot. I can even then feed that foot off to my other hand and start making my tackle there. Okay? I'll show that one more time. Here, I have my shields. Notice my toes always biting down, controlling that leg. I give my little kick. Up. Grab the belt if I can. Angle. Push the foot. Don't be happy here, trying to get up here. He can still put a good amount of weight into me. I pull his ankle. This tweaks his hips, turns his hips away from me. It's much harder to put weight forward. I bring my knee out, grab his knee, I can grab his foot, I can pass his foot off, gather it up, and make my swing. So, that's going to be one of your go-to options when you end up in that shield guard. Looking for your opportunity to shoot your underhook. Okay, once we get that underhook, there's a lot of variations on this position, a lot of different approaches you can do to finish that sweep. That's the first one I want you to give a try, right? Hey my friends, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Be sure to check out the playlist that includes this video. I grouped them together with other techniques that synergize well together, so the better you get at any one of those techniques, the more opportunities you'll see to execute the others in sparring. Try them out in sparring. Go down in the comments, let me know, did it work? Did you get close? How did it go wrong? If it didn't work, I can help you troubleshoot them. And also, please feel welcome to put down in the comments any techniques or